Magic by Pete once again, and here's a little story about twins. We call this guy Jack, all right? And he happens to be married to a brunette. Now he's got a twin brother who's married to the twin sister. So you see, this is a story about twins married to twins. Now they like to go out and they like to party, they like to go to bars and have drinks and eats. And as usual, the women go to the bathroom by themselves, which leaves the men alone, which is not a good idea. So Jack decides to go walk on over there to the bar, and he sits down right next to this redhead. He calls his brother over and he says, you know, you ought to come over here because that redhead's got a hot-looking sister. Well, the girls come out of the bathroom and they don't like what they see at all. The first wife says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over there and I'm going to sit right on the other side of that redhead. Tells her sister, you ought to do the same thing. So her sister goes over there and she sits on the other side of the other redhead. Well, as you can imagine, quite a bit of friction among the gals, as you can believe, until finally the first wife says, you know, I've had enough of this crap. She grabbed her husband by the ear, pulled him off the chair and took him home. The second wife did the same thing. She grabbed her husband by the ear and took him home. And that's a story of twins. But it makes you kind of wonder what happened to the redheads. Well, the first redhead, she got kind of bored, so she decides to go to a bar across the street. And over there, she happens to run into this red-headed guy. Now, she's pretty excited about it, so she called her sister and had her older sister, you ought to come over here because he's got a hot-looking brother. And you know what? They started dating, and before you know it, they got married, and they ended up with 2 little red-headed boys. And that's the story of twins. Thank you.